Hello, my name is David F. Small Biz David Leopold, or at least that's what Google calls me, or they gave me that algorithm about 7 years ago. And I'm here today to talk about the New World the New World Institute for Creative Marketing and Sales. It's the final project final marketing and sales project of my 50 plus year career. And the final aspects of it, the Institute, have been in development in the last 2 years, basically as a challenge that we had read about in, I think it was April of 2020, when the Kauffman Foundation made a statement about what it would take for our economy in the midst of a pandemic to get back to some type of normalcy. And so I started on a journey then to understand what it was, the best thing that I could bring to the economy, to the marketplace, in terms of the experiences that I've had for the last 50 plus years. Before we talk about the Institute, I just wanted to give a quick background of where I was, and really it talks to what the Institute is all about. In the 70s, I bought a publication before my 25th birthday, and 5 years later, I started from scratch on another publication, started from the beginning to build it, and they were two wonderfully successful publishing projects back in the 70s. And then in the beginning of the 80s, I wanted to make a change in my life, in the marketing sales aspect of my life. So I started to focus totally on direct marketing, specifically direct mail. And in the mid 80s of that decade, we were brokering in the millions of pieces of direct mail. And then we were doing it, and I was doing it with just about a dozen clients. So they were some very intense, extensive programs that I was doing with my customers. So in the 90s, I decided that I wanted to change my focus as far as marketing and sales goes. And I did a lot of searching, did a lot of research of what my next change might be in my life. And I found a company that just so happens they were in the early stages of development, right in my hometown. And in the 90s, I collaborated with a Fortune 500 company and specialized in insurance marketing sales programs. Very, very customer care oriented, always reflecting on what was on the minds of our customers so that we could send the best message and take care of any challenges they might have. We did a lot of work. Well, I had access to 19 of the 52 largest insurance companies back in those years, and even did a lot of business with folks who were competitors to one another. My three largest clients all competed with one another, but they totally understood that giving their project, their challenges to me personally there would be no discussion about what was happening with the other folks, and so they came to me, and they wanted my expertise on uh, how to best market with the customer over the telephone. And so in the 20 in the year 2000, uh, I decided it was time to make another change in my life and explore another aspect. And obviously, the one thing that was not much a part of my life before uh, January 1, 2000 was the internet. And so for the last 22 years, I have been doing lots of different things, all with the marketing and sales theme. And just to share with you, oh, I forgot that I wanted to share this infographic actually that I put together. This was in the 90s. This was in the mid 90s, and uh, I did it for my insurance companies. We talked about lifetime value, lifetime management, touch points. How many times do we touch our customers in the lifetime of them, and how do we enhance the lifetime value of that customers by maximizing the efficiency and the effectiveness of those touch points that we create? And I was talking about the internet in terms of working with the live customer care, inbound call centers, contact centers have internet, and how do you integrate with the internet? And this is, I was talking to folks with this back in the 90s. I just found this today as I was looking through some things, and it was appropriate to share with you. So that brings us to today. That brings us to our New World Institute for Creative Marketing and Sales. Our mission is to become the premier uh, marketing and sales think tank through the projects that we're doing and our specific goals. Our mission, our goals are to create 10,000 jobs, to create 1,000 new businesses that will evolve from experiences that folks will have in the institute, and well, if they finish their time with the institute, and initially the programs were set up to be 125-day programs with a very strong evaluation on day 126 of where we are. Are you comfortable about where we're going? Where do we need to go? What changes do we need to make? So that's the way the institute is going to run, and so businesses will evolve. Some folks will, well, when their training, if you will, their internship is complete. The New World Institute will have a job for them because we want to have the institute operating in 100 markets. So you are guaranteed a job if you want one when you complete the training, the mentorship that I will give you at the institute. So that's basically where we are going. Video number 2, I talk about different levels of friends that we will have in the institute. It's a very, very important concept, demonstrating collaborative energies, folks working together for the common good to make things happen. So in the second video, we will talk about it. And in the third video that you see below, we are targeting. It's an interesting video. one that I've really enjoyed making because it's something that I never really thought about in my lifetime. But there has to be an exit strategy. And because of my entrepreneurial mindset, I just thought I would be doing whatever I do for till I can't do it anymore, and that's my exit strategy. However, it's been brought to my attention very clearly that some things need to be put in place before we exit from what it is we're trying to do. So we'll see you in videos 2 and 3. Thank you.